Hey Facebook, how are you all? I hope you're all well. I actually kind of debated to do this live tonight because I'm actually in the process of losing my voice again. So I thought I'd come on quickly here. I am mindful I need to do day 3 and day 4 of the Sarah Centrella series. So hopefully by tomorrow night, I will have recovered a little bit of my voice. So I just wanted to quickly come on here and talk to you about ants because this will be a really quick live. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a home business. And I love inspiring people to take action. So you're wondering, what are ants? Well, they're not the ants that you probably think that they are. Ants are automatic negative thoughts, right? And I learned this technique today that I want to share with you. So basically, we had a doctor, oh my goodness, I totally forgot his name. He's a psychiatrist, and he has, a major, medical practice over in the US, and he has this process called ants. And basically what he does is that he teaches people to be able to eliminate automatic negative thoughts, right? And instantly we are wired and programmed to think negatively. Like when something happens or a situation happens, like for example, this COVID-19 pandemic, we automatically switch to the negative side and think about all the things that could possibly go wrong. Hey Delroy, thanks for hopping on. Rather than really assessing what it is that we're actually thinking. Right? And this is just programming from an early age. This is why this happens. So I'm going to share with you a really quick technique to be able to help you to eliminate those negative thoughts, right? So I actually used to do this and I have taught this, but it wasn't called this. I just basically say use a brain dump book. So basically what you need to do is recognize that you are thinking negative, and you have to recognize what the negative thought is, right? And then you need to write down what it is physically, write it down on a piece of paper or in a book, in a journal or something. Then ask yourself, is it true? Like, is the actual negative thought true, right? And then basically answer yourself and say, obviously it is not true. You have to basically talk to yourself and say to yourself that it is not true. Hey Siobhan. And so this is basically our way of reprogramming our mind and telling ourselves, like, why are you thinking this? And so I used to do this. I basically used to, whenever I used to think of anything that was not serving me, or I think negatively or anything like that, I would have a separate journal book called the Brain Dump Book. And anything that wasn't serving me or negative, I would just dump it down, because it's in the act of releasing the thought out of our heads that it basically creates extra space in our brain, but also it allows you to process what it is that you're actually thinking. Because sometimes you have to admit, as humans, we tend to overthink a problem and make out a problem to be a lot worse than what it actually is. Right? So next time that you find yourself in a situation where you are thinking negatively, you are actually recognizing that, hey, I'm thinking negatively right now, and actually ask yourself, is it true? And even one step better, write it down, write down what that negative thought is. And then ask yourself, is it true? And then answer yourself yes or no. And it's in that process that you realize that you have overthought the process, or you sometimes create the drama in your head or create the problem in your head. And this is like a really good way of just releasing and letting go of stuff that no longer serves us or doesn't serve us at all. Because we do have this, innate way of thinking as humans to just automatically switch to the negative, because we are conditioned as a society to automatically go there, right? And so I want you guys to try that. I mean, because I've tried that. I used to call it something different, but it's actually something that they practice in psychiatry. So it's a great way of just reprogramming your mind and switching to the positive, right? And switching and also telling yourself what is actually fact versus what you think is fact. Two very different things as well, right? Especially if you've got negative self-talk, right? And you think to yourself, oh, I'm so dumb, right? That's really bad to be saying that to yourself. I mean, if you can't say that to your child, you shouldn't be saying that to you. Plain and simple. And so write that down. I am dumb. And you would look at that and say, why am I talking to myself this way? Is this true? No, it's not. It is not true. And so you can start filling your mind with positive reinforcement and say, I'm intelligent, I'm capable, and I can do this, I'm worthy, I can figure this out, whatever it is that. I hope this helps, guys. I do want to do part 3 and part 4 of the Sarah Centrella series. It's just that my voice is playing up. So that's why I just thought I'd hop on really quickly, share this hack with you, and hopefully my voice will be stronger tomorrow night. So I hope this serves you. And by all means, if you do want to give me some feedback, if this does help you create some breakthroughs, I'd really love to hear it. Have a great evening if you're here in Australia. Good morning if you're on the other side of the world. Bye.